Did you think Joe Biden was acting like a Nazi?
No.
So his tariffs, his economic policy, that wasn't Nazi-like?
No.
Okay. How not? What's the difference?
Yeah, that's not Nazism. I don't know where he's getting these verbs from or nouns or whatever, or just action words and descriptions about Trump. I don't know where he's getting this stuff from.
They're asking people today if they could give Donald, because it's finals week next week, so we're going to be getting grades.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
If you could grade President Trump like he was one of your students, what grade would you give him?
I'm not answering this question.
No?
Sorry.
No?
No.
Is it like because you would give him an A+? Not really. Not really? Like an F-? How did I know that you would say that? It's unpredictable. I don't know, just something, I don't know. I just figured that's what she would say. If you could rate Trump's job so far, what grade would you give him? A through F?
Who?
Trump.
Can I go below F?
If you want.
I'm gonna give him a F++.
Okay, that's above F, so you were generous.
No. F minus, I mean.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right. So, took away a couple of points there. Why would you grade him so low?
He's just not doing things.
So what Caitlin Bennett is doing is she's going around asking people what they would grade Donald Trump during his time in the White House. And I think this is a very interesting thing because Trump is obviously controversial. Either you love him or you hate him. There's a lot of opinions about him. And I'm curious to see what people who hate him really hate about him, or people who love him really love about him. Let's not waste any more time. Get right into this.
Correctly. There's a lot there. He's putting us back into 1930s Germany with the Nazism and the radical authoritarian Christianism, and it's not turning out good for people like me with disabilities that can't afford to eat. Because of prices, I was not able to have Thanksgiving at all. And
Do you have a family?
Yes.
Okay.
And they were not able to do Thanksgiving either. We were doing it with whatever we managed to scrounge up. White bread, maybe slices of deli meat. That was our Thanksgiving.
Okay. So, but you are here at USF, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a student here.
Okay. So how can you afford to go to school, but you can't afford like turkey and maybe a box of stuffing?
I am pulling out loans out of the wazoo in order for me to come here, in order for me to get a better job, because I'm trying to become a professor for creative writing.
Okay, so you want to be a professor?
Yes.
Okay, for creative writing?
Yes.
Okay. How much do you think you'll make doing that?
I'm hoping for like maybe $60K.
Okay.
It's a lot more than what I make now as a substitute teacher. I only make about $800 a month.
Where are you a substitute teacher at?
Pasco County.
Okay.
I go around different schools.
Great. So
I've never heard of the career a professor for creative writing before. That's an interesting career. And to make $60K, here's my thing though. If you're taking out loans, oh my God. If you're taking out loans and you're already taking out a lot of loans and you want to be a professor, typically you need a doctorate degree to become a professor, and you would be, let's say you're $150,000 in debt, which is me being pretty on the low end. That's not even that much relative to what he's trying to do. Get a PhD and then go all throughout undergrad with loans. How do you ever expect to pay for your own life? And I'm not saying this to be judgmental, but I'm just being real. You being a professor making $60K with $200,000, $150,000 in loans, you literally cannot afford to pay for your own life. And it's just shocking for me to hear this, because you were just complaining how you aren't able to afford Thanksgiving, which you aren't able to afford Thanksgiving. What can you do? And you were complaining about that it's Trump's fault or his administration, but your plan doesn't even scream like you're trying to make money. It screams like you're trying to do what you want and just hope for the best.
different schools, so you're in the classroom with students often. Okay. So you said Trump and his Nazism going back to 1930s Germany. Where do you see a correlation between Nazism, World War II Germany, and Trump today in 2025?
I'm going to go with how he is raising the tariffs and trying to essentially limit what the American people are able to get access to, raising the prices, and with his language and radical looks at life with the ICE deployment and sending out the National Guard into different cities and lying that places like Portland are in ravaging war-torn areas when in fact the protests are peaceful.
Okay.
He's put...
Well, let me stop you right there. You said you're a substitute teacher.
Yes.
Have you heard about the school in Portland that's right next to the federal ICE facility that had to get shut down and move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Do you
heard
think
about
that if they were peaceful protests, why would an entire elementary school have to shut down and move locations because it was unsafe for the students to go to school there?
Because of the ICE and how the police are running over, essentially in America.
So it's the ICE agents' fault?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not the Antifa members' faults that are throwing Molotov cocktails and threatening to shoot ICE agents. It's not their fault?
If it's people like those are the very minor outliers, people that aren't set up for...
Let's walk up here so we don't have to stand in the rain. So you would say that he's kind of being a Nazi through tariffs?
It's basing off of the economic principles that were happening in Germany around that time frame. It's following within that same step points to where people are depending on someone that has the power, and he is using it in a negative way.
Okay, because all presidents do that, right? Did you think Joe Biden was acting like a Nazi?
No.
No. So his tariffs, his economic policy, that wasn't Nazi-like?
No.
Okay, how not? What's the difference?
His were more focused on trying to alleviate what the... my brain's not working right now.
Because we've always had tariffs.
Yes,
They've just
but
always been
he's
kind of
raised
equal.
He's raised them to the point where other countries are no longer wanting to work with us. I've had recent dealings where I would import things from France, and I have not been able to get access to them because they're no longer shipping here because of the tariffs.
And how is that Nazism, though? How does that make Trump?
Yeah, that's not Nazism. I don't know where he's getting these verbs from, or nouns or whatever, or just action words and descriptions about Trump. I don't know where he's getting this stuff from, honestly. But I will say this. Trump is obviously doing tariffs on a level that's unprecedented. Anyways, that was corny. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's doing a lot of tariffs. But saying he's a Nazi is just an insane comparison. And honestly, y'all need to stop blaming Trump for the issues that you have personally in your life. And granted, yes, the presidency does affect you. Laws affect you, obviously. But what's happening is this. If you are unable to just flat out not afford anything on Thanksgiving, and I know people have circumstances, but you're making $800 a month and you're unable to afford anything on Thanksgiving, that is not Trump's fault. Because if it were Trump's fault, it wouldn't just happen to you. It would be like massive amounts of people not being able to afford anything on Thanksgiving. But you can't blame him specifically on you not being able to do that. That's not even a fair blame. At least let the blame be fair. Like, let it be something like that's in public policy or something. But Thanksgiving, come on, man. Like, you, and then when I hear your plan, it's about you becoming a professor in creative writing. You're not even trying to make more money. Like, you said you're not even trying to. Like, my thing is, what is Trump supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? Like, I don't even know what I would do if I was president and I hear someone say that. I don't know what I would even tell you. What legislation can he put through for it to help you? Like, I don't even know what he can do. But let's continue.
But Nazi.
It is the leeway into it where he is becoming the source of all-seeing power, and it is falling within those same steps. It's also not just with the tariffs, it's with the other viewpoints and declaring war on the other Democrats and people that don't follow within his perfect purview.
Okay. Interesting. What grade do you teach when you substitute?
I do 6th through 12th.
Okay. And do you cover topics relating to government or politics like this?
I don't teach those because substitutes are just in there for the day, so I just make sure the students are taken care of.
Okay.
I tend to go more for the sciences and the creative works.
Okay, perfect. Did you see Trump's Thanksgiving Truth Social post where he said that he was going to halt migration permanently from third world countries?
I did not see that. I don't really go on social media much.
Okay. Yeah, so after the Afghani national murdered one National Guardsman and then critically wounded the other. I'm sure you heard about that.
I've heard bits of it.
Yeah. So an Afghani national who was brought here under Biden in 2021 went and murdered one National Guardsman and then critically wounded another one. After that happened and after the fraud that's been exposed from Somalis in Minnesota, he has vowed to halt migration permanently from third world countries. What do you think about that?
That's not doing anything but pitching people against each other.
Okay.
People that migrate from other areas might be doing it for a good reason, but we can't control what everyone does. Mm-hmm. People are their own people, and when you push people too far, they're going to act out however they can because they're.
So you think they were pushed too far?
Pushed too far with everything that's going around, with how people can't afford to eat, barely are working like 5 jobs in order to have a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Well, the average migrant who might make $30,000 a year gets $50,000 in benefits every year. So they're actually raking in more than they're getting. But you said they were pushed too far. Would you say that Afghani national may have been pushed too far into doing this?
Most likely. We don't know what his life is like. We just know what we see, and we're trying to push a meaning onto something we don't have all the context to.
Yeah, well, no motive has come out. They've not said anything like that. But I'm more interested in what you're saying, that he may have been pushed. What circumstances could have pushed him to do this, to shoot 2 random National Guardsmen?
If you the truth about the migrants getting more benefits than the American people, if they're not documented, that is false. They do not have access to any of that.
I don't want to, so
Yeah.
we can talk about that later, but you said he may have been pushed too far. What circumstances could have led to someone who was brought here, no cost to him, given benefits, in this country? He was brought here under the Biden administration after working with the CIA in Afghanistan. What could have pushed him so far that he would murder a National Guardsman in Washington, D.C.?
It could be that he's lost his benefits. It could be that he was transferred over here under an alias. It could be that
He wasn't properly vetted.
I don't know anything about this, so I can't give much input on it, but I'm more keen to wait for all the context to come out. And
I don't have a problem with them waiting for all the context to come out. But here's my problem. Somebody shot 2 National Guard members, and the first thing you say is, I'm waiting for the context to come out. What context could come out? Like, unless it's something crazy, like it was self-defense or something along those lines, it's obviously not self-defense. What else could you be waiting for? And I'm always a fan of waiting for context, but in this instance, I'm like, what else is there what are you waiting for exactly? Like, where's the disconnect? This is just insane. Like, this goes from being left-leaning to just being straight delusional. Like, you can still be left-leaning and rep your Democratic side and still be objective. And you're just not doing that. You're leaning so far left that you are okay, or at least pretending like you're okay, with 2 innocent people just getting shot. Like, it was wrong. It was a wrong thing to do. You can say that. You can admit that and not be a conservative. I promise you. If you say that 2 people getting shot is a bad thing, you are not automatically a Trump supporter. Like, what is going on in society now?
not trust everything that I hear, because media often tends to push things in a certain direction.
Okay. For me, I feel like it may be because of the culture in which he comes from.
I don't think so.
You don't think that had anything to do with it?
Not as much as some people might say. It might. I don't know what he's been taught. I don't know anything about him. I'm more keen to see if what the actual motive was for it.
There were witnesses who said that he was shouting Alahu Akbar before he went and just shot 2 random people. Why would someone shout that and then do that?
That I have no idea.
No idea.
I'm not religious. I don't believe in anything that's.
Well, they do. They do.
I know they do.
Yeah.
I don't really know. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
then
something
someone
I
who
speak on.
came in with him the same year under the same Operation Allies Welcome that Biden did was just arrested a week ago today for threatening to bomb the Texas, Dallas area. He came in under the same thing that he did. And then 2 more people a couple years ago were arrested who came in under the same Operations Allies Welcome who were threatening to bomb the Oklahoma voting center. So are they all getting pushed to do that?
Situations can be outlying.
Okay.
It's horrible what they've done, but it's, again, we don't know all of their reasonings. It could be something that we don't have the access to, and we just have to give
Well, the guy who was arrested last week, he said, I'm going to kill all you white people, all you Christians, I'm going to kill you. And so, I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of reasoning.
A little bit, but again, we can see similar instances with like ICE agents as well, where they're taking power where they can, and they are.
Okay, this person they might actually be insane. It's no way you're taking up for this. Like, you can't have an excuse for every action. That's crazy. But I'm gonna end the video here. My name is LFR Jojo, and I'm gonna let you guys decide. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.